The Panda Problem by Deborah Underwood. Once upon a time there was a panda who lived in a beautiful bamboo grove. But the panda had a big problem. Nope. Excuse me? I don't have any problems. Lovely view, lots of bamboo to eat, sunny day. What could be better? Psst! This is a story. I'm the narrator, and you are the main character. The main character? That sounds important. It is, but you need a problem. Why? So you can solve the problem. That's how stories work. So what's your problem? Do you want to go somewhere? No. Are you afraid of spiders? Nope. Do you need a friend? Nope. Do you wish you could fly? Nope. Do you wish you were green? Nope. Is your paw sore? Oh, let me check. Nope. How am I supposed to tell a story if you don't have a problem? I don't know. Looks like you're the one with the problem, buddy. Hey, maybe you are the main character and I am your problem. What? Ridiculous. You're right. How could a sweet little panda like me be a problem? Unless I started playing a banjo? Really badly? Hey, where did you get that? Brap, brap. And what if I hung upside down and sang the bamboo burp song? Bamboo brap, bamboo brap. You are definitely starting to feel like a problem. Great. And what if it started raining jelly beans? Now there's a problem for you. How will you explain that? Next time, I am going to narrate a book about rocks. Nice, quiet rocks. And what if a bunch of aliens landed? How could you possibly tell a story about a burping panda and jelly bean rain and aliens? Aliens? There's no such thing as boink. Hello. Hi, aliens. And what if we built a boat and sailed to Antarctica? But the setting for this story is a bamboo grove. There are no penguins in bamboo groves. Okay, we've got a main character, you, and a problem, me. So what happens next? Well, sometimes the problem gets worse. But that won't happen now because things can't get any worse. Oh, can't they? What if suddenly there were 2 pandas? Glug, glug, splash. Ah! Wow, I'm tired and hungry. Very hungry. I think we have a problem. Finally, what is it? We're very hungry and there's no bamboo in Antarctica. Well, well, that is a problem. How will you solve it? Oh dear. I don't know. I'm too hungry to think straight. Glippity glork. Hey, great idea, alien. Okay, narrator, if If you get us home, we will stop making problems and help you tell your panda story. No banjos, no burping, no penguins. Really? Well, all right. Together, the pandas and aliens came up with a great plan. The pandas and aliens spelled out help with jelly beans. The alien ship scooped everyone up in its tractor beam. Glip, glop, glue. Whoa! Glippy! I find that hard to believe. This is fiction. Anything can happen. And dropped them safely back in the bamboo grove, where everyone settled down to a bamboo and jelly bean feast. What a satisfying ending. Yawn. I'm really sleepy. Wake up. We need to help the narrator tell a story. We promised. That's okay. Let me try again tomorrow. I'm sleepy too. Hey, why don't you tell me a bedtime story? Sure. We are story experts now. Once upon a time there was a narrator, but the narrator had a big problem. Nope. George, the Hero Hound by Jeffrey Ebler. George was a good old hound dog. Hey, George was up, even before the chickens, to help old Farmer Fritz with the chores. That rust bucket tractor was always falling apart, and those wily cows were always plotting to get out and feast on the cornfield. But George didn't mind a whit as long as he got his afternoon nap. He had a good life for a hound dog. Until the day Farmer Fritz decided to retire and move to a cabana on the beach, where they didn't allow cows, they didn't allow pigs, and sad to say, they didn't even allow dogs. Sorry, boy, I need you to look after the farm. George was left in the dust. But not for long. Nothing could have prepared George for the Gladstone family. They'd packed up their noisy apartment in the city and bought Fritz Farm. Cows, pigs, George, and all. Look, we have a dog. I wonder what his name is. Can I name him? Owen, keep an eye on your sister. George could tell right away that the Gladstone family would need a whole heap of help. There'd be no afternoon naps on the porch for a while. Could someone please hand me a wrench? Thanks, I can't figure out why this tractor won't start. Oh, this looks important. It works! Hiya, Pooch. I didn't see you there. You're the same color as all these old parts. Maybe we should call you Rusty. Stop! Crash! George watched as the tractor went clean through the fence, but he wouldn't let the cows get away on his watch. He spent the next couple hours trying to herd those sneaky cows back into their pen where they belonged. George was tuckered out. All he wanted was a cool drink of water and to sneak a few winks in the shade. Look at my floor! You are the dustiest dog. I ought to call you Dusty. George was swept out of the house in a cloud of dust. George shook himself off and was just padding toward his favorite shady spot when he spied something blue. Then Owen came running over. I was supposed to be watching my baby sister, Olive. Can you help me find her, boy? George took a good sniff of Olive's ribbon. He was a hound dog, after all. And off they went. After searching high and lo, they finally found that pint-sized rambler. Wow, good boy! You tracked my sister across every corner of this farm. We should call you Rover. George had saved the day. As he trotted back home, George was sure he would finally, definitely get his well-deserved nap. Until... crash! Splat! Red! Olive just said her first word. Maybe we should call you Red. From that day on, George still didn't get many afternoon naps. But he didn't mind too much. Turns out that he liked herding Olive a lot more than he liked herding cows. And since George figured the Gladstones needed some tips on how to run the farm, he vowed to teach them everything he knew, especially how to deal with those crafty cows. He even hatched a plan to drum up business. Hi there, George. Thanks for the delivery. Now, if only George could teach his new family one last thing. His name. Squish, Squash, Squished by Rebecca Kraft Rector. Hurry scurry, kids, called Mom. Let's jiggity-jog into town in our gracious, spacious automobile. Max and Molly hurry-scurried to the car. Okie dokie? Asked Mom. I'm squished, said Max. Move over, Molly. I'm squashed, said Molly. Move over, Max. Too tight for two? I know what to do, said Mom. There's Peter Jeter with his piglet. Let's give him a ride. Mom stopped the car and said, Wiggle piggle in, Peter Jeter and Piglet. One piglet wiggle-piggled into Max's lap and oink-oinked right in his ear. Mom! Max and Molly yelled. We're squished! Too tight for two? I know what to do. There's Dolly Waddle and her ducklings. Mom stopped the car and said, Flit feather in, Dolly Waddle and ducklings. So they did. Two ducklings flit-fleathered onto Molly's head, quack-quacking, and one piglet on Max's lap oink-oinked right in his ear. Mom! Max and Molly yelled. We're squished and squashed. Too tight for two? I know what to do. There's Inch Pinch with her puppies. Mom stopped the car and said, Scoot pooch in, Inch Pinch and puppies. So they did. 3 puppies scoot-pooched onto Max's feet, woof-woofing. 2 ducklings stood on Molly's head, quack-quacking, and 1 piglet on Max's lap, oink-oinked, right in his ear. Max couldn't move his legs, and Molly couldn't sit up straight. They were squish, squash, squished. Mom! Max and Molly yelled. Yes, dearie dears, said Mom, slowing down to wave at Scooter Mooter and his calves. Uh-oh, said Max and Molly. We'd better hush-mush. So they did, and Mom did not stop the car. When they passed the puppy school, Inch Pinch and her puppies scooted right out of Mom's car. Molly still had 2 ducklings on her head, quack quacking, and Max still had 1 piglet on his lap, oink oinking, right in his ear. They were squished and squashed, but they hush-mushed. When they passed the duck pond, Dolly Waddle and her ducklings flitted right out of Mom's car. Max still had 1 piglet on his lap, oink oinking, right in his ear. Max and Molly still felt squished, but they hush-mushed. Finally, Peter Jeter and his piglet wiggled out at the market. Mom, Max, and Molly shop-bopped and had a sweet treat. "Time to hustle-bustle home," said Mom. Max and Molly hustle-bustled into the car. Max stretched his legs, and Molly flung out her arms. "What a gracious, spacious automobile," they said.